Well, start of a new day, bright and early in the morning, sun shining. I got a bunch of these Amolio cells and some Conian cells, and I got those 36 volt packs over here that I made, and I'm sick of them, and finally think I'm going to take them apart and once and for good and make one big 48 volt pack, and hopefully I can have a spare pack for the bike in case I need longer range. So I might get working on that today, but also I'm going to try to waterproof this and make this a little more final, so maybe I can get some more work on that. Well, I'm going to get started. Alright, I got like 3 projects going on at once, but I finished taping up the bike and I got my rubber roof. I laid it on and I'm starting to get some measurements on what I'm going to do with putting it in place. But I need to make a top bar here. I'm going to raise this up, and I want some sort of foam or some sort of cushioning here to stabilize the top of the rubber roof and make it a nice comfortable feel. So what I'm thinking of using is a part of a tire that I don't need anymore because it's junk. I have a second motor over here from EBIKE kits, and it has a 2.0, I think, I forget what brand the tire is, Kenda flame tire or something. But anyway, when I was using it, I put the brake pads on too close and rubbed the tire. So the tire's junk. There's a bubbled out spot. It's pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off the motor here, and I'm going to cut the tire up and use it as some support cushioning for the top of my frame on my bike. I also, if you can see, I shaved down the key quite a bit. It's not perfect, just use the Dremel tool, having a little fun, but I reduced its size by like half, so it's a lot easier now. So I'm going to pull this tire off and start mounting it up on top of my frame. Yeah, and there you can see the wear from the brake pads where it was big bubbled out on the side of the tire. So now you know the tire was no good, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up into sections and see what I can use out of it. And there you have it. The first thing I did was cut the 2 outer steel ring beads out of the tire, and then I cut the 2 sections of tire I needed out of the tire. And I came over here and I fitted them on the bike. Now I'm just improvising because I ran out of the material I needed, which was foam, and I don't feel like going to purchase anymore. So I'm laying both of those on top of there like that, and I'm going to put the rubber roof over that so I have a soft top bar, and so the rubber roof doesn't wrinkle, and it kind of forms to it, and it's a little easier to work with. So now I'm going to lay the rubber roof on and start making my cuts, and hopefully I can glue it in place today. Well, this is still the old rubber roof off my old bike, but with a little persuasion, and I lightly duct taped it just to temporarily get its form. I think it came out decent. As you can see, the controller's still up on top with the positive wires. I still have to take care of those. So I guess the battery wires, there's a positive and negative there. But here's this side of the bike. I'm going to cut the video back in, show you the other side. And here's a shot of the other side of the bike. This is just temporary, of course, because as you can see, my charging port is being covered up right now. It's in my suspension swing arm here. And I have to kind of reach inside that little hole where my key used to come out on my other bike to work this weatherproof key switch I have, and as well these positive and negative wires up here on my turning meter still need to get taken care of. But I basically just got this all tucked in today, so I could make the bike a little more appealing, and so I could go for a ride today since it is Saturday and it's a nice beautiful day off. So I'm going to go hit the trails and see how everything performs. Hopefully I can get quite a bit of amp hours out of this pack. I haven't been able to do a full discharge in quite a while, so it'll be good to see what can happen. And I'll kick you back with some info later. Alright, and here's a little video of it with the key in and turned on. Let me step over all my stuff here. Charged it up when I came out here this morning. I unplugged it. It's at 56.75 volts. Everything's reset, and I'm going to go for the ride and see what I get. Alright, I'm an idiot and I'm pissed. I just friggin' came down the trail here, I'm riding, everything's great. Parked my bike over here by this tree,
go to take a picture of the thing, turn around and the handlebars twisted and the thing fell over, and it completely cracked my turning screen, and it's all junk. Evidently I didn't take into consideration if I steer the bike way too far left or right, the stem of my bike just crushes the damn thing. Well, that was a nice waste of money and time, so now I have to redo the whole thing. Pretty disappointed about that, but that's what happens when you're fabricating stuff on your own. You live, you learn. I guess I'm just going to continue my ride. I don't have a display screen. I don't know how many amp hours I'm using. Back to the original mess, so well, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, maybe it broke for a reason. I mean, it would have been really tough to waterproof, but it looks like now I got to pull the rubber roof off again, and as you can see, the entire cracked screen, this whole thing just got crushed. So after I get back to the house, I'm gonna have to take the whole thing apart and solder it straight to the controller and, you know, get rid of the display. I was really excited about being able to tell my watts and my amp hours and my, you know, my amperage, but maybe when I get some more money I'll be able to invest in a cycle analyst and we won't have this problem at all. So just going to continue my ride. Hopefully I can make a good day out of already a shitty day. This is Scott signing out.